And good morning, everybody. Chip Matthews here on the Chip Matthews program. Let's get this mic and that mic hot. We got the dream team here, I guess we'll say. We got Timothy Jenkins. I should call you Timothy Taylor. But anyway, Tim Jenkins. We have Fred Cerami. And we're talking politics on election day. Remember, get out and vote. And when you go vote, wherever you're voting, vote for me. I don't care if it's I can run for Mayor Jackson right now, can I?
Write it in.
Yeah, you write it in. It won't count.
How many different precincts do you have in Canton?
7.
7 different precincts.
7 different precincts.
So wherever you are in Canton, you got the opportunity to vote. No excuses.
No excuses. Anywhere there's no excuses. Which mic is yours? Speak.
1, 2.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So it's election day. What should we do? Should we pray?
It's only 10 more hours.
Should we pray?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's
Go
pray.
ahead, pray, Fred.
Pray. Dear Lord, bless this day and the elections throughout the state. Okay, Jackson, Canton, especially Canton, this one here. We're looking to put Chip in there as mayor of City of Canton and for the safe streets, get Canton safe again and prosper again. And we ask you to help us in this election. And we thank you for your many blessings. In Jesus Christ we pray. Amen.
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 There you go. So we've already been up to Canton, and I have people that have been going into the polling places, and there's no seals on the bottom of the machines. And my representative going in there has been being treated and told to get the heck out of there. That's not good.
No, it's not.
Not
Who's
good.
telling them to leave? Why?
The
Poll
poll
manager.
managers.
Poll managers.
Don't we have the right to be in there?
Yes.
Then why did poll managers say no?
Because they
Because you're intimidating them.
you're intimidating. See, and in Canton, once again, where we're supposed to get half Republicans and half Democrats when
Right.
we work a poll, if possible,
You attempt to.
you attempt to. I have no Republicans that were hired to work the polls. Now, I have people that we sent to work the polls,
Right.
and they are being treated a little bit. But we'll get up there right after the program this morning, and there will be no more problems.
We hope.
Right. We'll get seals on machines. I can promise you that. But
The seals should have been on the machines.
yeah,
The seal should have been on the machine before 7 a.m. when they opened.
that way, if you have the seal on the machine, nobody can put anything in the box, and you don't wind up like in the Democratic primary where you had votes that mysteriously appeared out of a county judge election, federal judge, not Supreme Court judge election, state Supreme Court judge election. Well, Tim,
So
it's another election day.
yeah, and all right. And I heard that why would you vote for Chip?
Why
Because he
would you?
doesn't have any experience.
Why would you?
All right. Well, if people have been listening, you've got ideas that are new, like let's clean the city up.
Well,
Let's cut the grass. Let's make sure that the sewage is going in the sewage pipes and not in the water pipes. What percent right now of businesses on the square, and let's just say all the way out to I-55, how many businesses are empty percentage wise?
75, 80%.
So, to me, even if you don't know what you're doing, if your attempt is to do those 3 things, get the city cleaned up, police force, make sure that you've got more than
Well, let me defend the city right now
go ahead.
on one thing.
Try to
I'm
defend them.
going to defend them. I'm going to defend them. The board of aldermen are part-time,
Okay.
allegedly.
But they were elected to fulfill the duties of that office.
Okay, well, hold on just a second. So we fired Public Works so that we didn't have to worry about cutting the grass anymore.
But you know what? The grass didn't have sense enough to quit growing.
Dang it! I knew we missed something somewhere along the way.
All right. So
Close that department because
We closed that department because they couldn't get anybody to come to work, but they were still paying them.
all right. So
Nepotism has got to
that-
stop.
it's rampant. It's like bad acne.
Okay.
It's all over you.
And this, and then you close that, and then you what else did we have closed?
So, but new.
oh,
all
we
right,
got new fire. We got new.
you got garbage truck.
garbage trucks, $1 million in garbage trucks, but somebody forgot to cancel the contract with the garbage company we were using. So we're in that contract for another year. So we're paying them $70,000.
And you got brand new garbage trucks.
got brand new garbage trucks sitting there. And why would you buy garbage trucks if you can't even find people to cut grass? Somebody's got to drive those garbage trucks.
That's right.
Somebody's got to pick up that.
Well, hey, maybe that would be a job for these part-time aldermen.
Maybe so. We can
But
get,
but what I'm getting at is you've got ideas. It's not like you're just going in there dumbfounded. Okay,
I may be
you've
dumb,
got-
but I'm not founded.
you've got ideas, and for the city of Canton, it shouldn't be new ideas. Okay, so 70% of the square, they don't have businesses in
Right.
it.
I've never seen another politician or somebody running for a position who has so much drive and so much incentive and so positive and so much vision to what's fixing to happen to the city of Canton than Chip Matthews.
That's right. And Fred, answer this: with that drive, he's not hiding it like a lot of politicians and saying, "Wait till I get in office and see." He's sharing it with everybody, even if somebody else were to win.
That's
He
right.
knows.
That's right. That's right. He's sharing it with everybody else.
He's not
And my
hiding
way
his
of looking
hand.
at it is Fred, when we drove out to the big site, the big mega site, the
Right.
first thing he did, first words out of Fred Siami's mouth was, "I'm 77." Meaning, if I were 10 years younger, if I were 20 years
That's
younger,
right.
the
That's right.
opportunity, people
The
just
opportunity
don't.
to be phenomenal.
And I have still not found a way to put it into words other than to tell people, get in the car, drive out there and look.
I told two people last night, you need to go check this out.
Because it's, y'all, what's fixing to hit Canton is going to change the entire central Mississippi area. And by the way, let's think about this. The budget for Mississippi is $7.1 billion. That project alone is $10 billion.
Coming in, and it's
Coming
not
in.
federal.
Right. It's not tax dollars or
No.
anything. It's somebody else's money.
But as far as vision, this guy's got the vision.
That's right.
Okay, and he got the means and ways he's going to implement this to happen. First, he's going to fight the crime. Get Canton safe. That's his first thing on the agenda. I'm not going to go to second because he's probably got a bunch of seconds.
No, I did the first. Is
All of them.
they're all first.
They're all
But you
first.
can't
because it hadn't been being done.
because you've got to do. I mean, people want to see results right off the bat. They want to see the grass cut. We'll get the grass cut. Worst case scenario, yes, I will be on a tractor with some aldermen.
I believe it. I
Cutting
believe
some
it.
grass.
That's right.
And they want their award picked up. We'll get out there and pick it up. Whatever we got to do. If we're paying somebody to do it, they're going to do it. If they're not going to do it, then we're going to fire them and get somebody else who will do
Well,
it.
and if you've got enough folks in jail,
I-
they can get the grass out of the curbs and the beer bottles out of the curbs.
Hey, you are out in the Rankin County and everybody's working.
That's right.
Everybody.
If you're all listening from Canton, okay, you never saw somebody with so much enthusiasm and ready to go with the city of Canton than Chip Matthews.
Thank
He's your man.
Thank
He's your man.
Thank you.
You are?
Thank you.
True.
Can't
It's
do
the
it.
truth.
No one can. Oh well.
So Chip, you got I voted sticker on.
Yeah, because I have voted. And when I walked in, then he said, "Where are your credentials?" I said, "I'm voting this time. I'll be back with my credentials." And my credentials are: here's my driver's license.
That's
I'm the
right.
guy on the ballot.
I'm the candidate.
I'm the guy on the ballot. It's such a struggle for simple little things and things that don't need to be going on. And a lot of that is, I mean, you've got 7 people working in each poll, making $200 a piece. It's a jobs program.
That's right.
So basically, looking at it, the Democrat side probably started with 49 votes. I mean, that's it. And they got paid for them. Does that sound like it's a pay for play? But anyway.
So tonight, after the polls close, how much of the counting is going to be in front of the public like it's supposed to be?
I don't know. I do know that beginning at 4:00, they will open the envelopes of all the votes, but they promise not to count them till 7.
So how are they going to secure them between 4 and 7.
That's the question. Let's take a break and we'll be back. We got to pay the bills. We're a radio station. And we'll be back here on WYAB in just a moment on the Chip Matthews Show with Fred Cerami and Timothy Jenkins on WYAB. Cerami and Timothy Jenkins on WYAB.
1039 WYAB. Are you hosting an event? Let Burgers Blues Barbecue handle the food while you enjoy the moment. From an important lunch to a dreamy wedding, B3 Catering is sure to please everyone. Find Burgers Blues Barbecue online and click the catering tab or just give us a call. And when you're dining out, visit Burgers Blues Barbecue in Flowood, Brandon, or Madison for incredible plates served fresh daily. Burgers Blues Barbecue and B3 Catering, a delicious combination.
You know what's a nightmare? We've all seen that movie where the bad guy's coming and your gun jams up. Luckily, that's just a movie, but you can't take the chance it could happen to you in real life. Hey, y'all, I'm Therese Apel from Dark Horse Press, and I've written stories about a whole lot of situations where people needed their gun to work for them. So if yours is moody or likes to jam, you need to take it to Guns and Gear. Let their professional gunsmiths look at it and fix it so it'll work when you need it. They're the absolute best at what they do, and that's why I buy all my guns from them. That's Guns and Gear in Gluckstadt. Check them out today.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Do you know your rights? Don Evans does. Do you really believe that the insurance company would disclose all information to you? Don Evans will make sure that you are fully informed. It costs nothing to discuss your case. From car wrecks to malpractice, Don Evans will make you and your family whole again. Don Evans won't ever charge unless he collects for you. Call Don for a free no-obligation consultation at 601-969-2006.
Social Security belongs to you. You work hard and pay into it. So it's only fair for you to expect to get the money you've earned to help cover living expenses and bills, and not for politicians to use as a piggy bank. That's why AARP is fighting to protect your Social Security so you get what you've earned. Learn more at aarp.org/youearnedit. That's aarp.org/youearnedit. Paid for by AARP.
We would like to invite you to visit our retirement community, which is not only beautiful, but affordable as well. I'm Rhonda Brown, director at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Our enhanced dining services include 3 delicious daily meals served in our beautiful open dining room. In addition, we're pet friendly, and we're so excited about our brand new dog park. Call us at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland, 601-856-6131.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Jamie Creel in Flora and Ridgeland. 601-992-6000.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
We're back here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB, and I've got a call on the phone for somebody that wants to sell us some insurance. How you doing? You still there? Hello? What? Do what? You want to do what? I cannot hear you. I can't. We don't need it. But anyway, thank you very much. What button is missing over here for where I can hear the phone? But anyway.
All right. So
that was a crank call. Okay.
Yesterday.
Yes.
For Camellia Walker.
Yes.
They are appealing it.
Correct.
Did we ever find out if a TRO was issued, or are they going to wait till after the election to where there's nothing to restrain? Or
well, see, that's the question. Is let's say, for instance, let's go through that scenario. In the event, and this is the way I look at it. You tell me if it's wrong. Okay, if you let the election occur, and we get a count tonight, it's 5 days before the certification. So any TRO that they needed to file to get rid of this election would either have to come before the election or before it's certified, right? Because once it's certified, it's an election. It's over.
Well, but no, it's still an election. I don't, even as a 10-year election commissioner, I wasn't ever faced with that.
Well, you're dealing with the Blackmans here. They could.
Well,
it's good.
Yeah, he is, and he's always good at timing for all of this stuff. Waiting till the last minute to make you spin your wheels when nothing's been done timely up to now.
Right. And it's like I told Tim and them as they were getting ready. He goes, "Well, we got this licked. We got this licked." I said, "No, it's coming. Don't think it's not." And they go, "Well, it's getting late, Chip. You're just a conspiracy theorist. You just think everybody." I said, "No, it's coming." Then yesterday at 4:30, there it came.
That's right.
And I went, guaranteed.
Yep.
In Canton, Mississippi, we've got to get to where, if we get through this election cycle, we may be able to break the back of bad politics. Maybe. I said maybe. Because the system, and this is statewide in Mississippi, the system of the Democratic politician, that's the black and the white Democrats, and even some of the rhinos, is we're going to do whatever we want to do. We're going to get reelected, and we're not going to let anything else happen. Period.
Right. That's right.
I'm going in the office, and my buddy's going to go in the office. Just like, they couldn't even get the budget done this year. Couldn't get the budget done. Then when they got it done, they said, Delbert couldn't say anything because he wants to run for governor. He couldn't come in there and say, so he comes in there and said, it was a conservative bill, blah, blah, blah. There's some things we don't like, but the governor will probably go in and line item veto them. Okay. That gets him off the hook. But the reality is Delbert didn't like that bill. And we know he didn't like that bill. Did you, Delbert? What are you doing over there on the phone?
You heard it. You got a ox in the ditch.
Yes.
We have an actual ox in the ditch.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
You got to work.
But instead of an ox, it's a cow.
You have a cow in a ditch?
Yeah.
Where's this at?
On Hawkins Thompson Lane.
Oh, well. Timothy and his tree service. Have fun.
Well, this is on our personal property.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
what do y'all think about the Jackson election? Let's talk about that for a second.
I don't know that they're going to be a lot better off. I know that if Horn gets it, that I know if he gets it, there's probably going to be more money coming into Jackson, but I can't see where Jackson's going to move.
You've got to spend it properly.
Well, they're going to spend it
properly. I said properly. You heard the weather. It's just like, for instance, I was listening to a guy last night who was talking about the zoo. He says, we got 36 different animals. And I was listening to that carefully as he called them off, and I was going, okay, so in the snake pit, you got like 20. What the heck?
I tried to tell you, his actual cow in the ditch, in the trench.
Cow in the trench.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
So, yeah, well,
That's almost-
I don't know that Jackson, I'm not real familiar with the priest.
Well, he was from Clinton. I found out where his government experience was. He was he was alderman in Clinton or whatever they have, councilman or whatever
Yeah.
they do. So he's got that for government experience, but I don't know if he has. I mean, to run Jackson, you've got to divide it 7 ways and then start fixing because you can't eat the whole pie at once. You're going to
That's
have to
right.
divide it up and attack each piece.
All right, so out of the 7, are they? What's the city? They got councilmen instead of aldermen,
Right.
but
It's just a
of
name.
the 7 wards, how many are getting reelected to their post?
Well, we know Stokes.
Oh yeah. I don't,
And Foote is he's running as an independent this time.
okay.
But that's the only 2 that I know of, really.
So it's going to be pretty much at
Yeah.
least a 50-50
Well,
change.
I mean, you had a few that got indicted, some that are
Yeah.
going to jail. I mean,
It-
there may be 3 left.
because a lot of it's going to depend on what kind of councilman you've got as how the direction for the city too.
Well, it's all new. We'll all be in there, and they'll be going, got to fix it. Got to fix it. I just wish that people realized, and this is for all you people, the 80% of you that don't vote and don't get involved in politics. Y'all got to get involved. You need some leaders. You need some people to step up and be businessmen and do the thing.
All right, so answer this question.
Okay.
And you, Fred, when you're in the restaurant business, if you're a really successful restaurateur
Mm-hmm.
and you've got somebody that comes to you and says, look, I like what y'all do. I see that y'all are successful. My restaurant sucks. What can I do? There's people out there that do that, right?
Yes, sir.
There,
Yeah.
so why are these mayors that are totally unsuccessful, pompous people,
Mm-hmm.
why are they not going to other municipalities and saying, look, Madison works, Flora works.
Right.
What's the secret? Why do we not have people
It's funny you
that go
ask.
out and do that?
Pride.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Well,
Pride
here's
might just keep them.
Here's what I wrote down this morning, 5 a.m. Local officials will have to work together to solve problems. I wrote that right here this morning
Wow.
at 5 a.m. because on this mega site, for this to work, I got to get along with Gene. Figured that one out. And Gene's over there trying to raise taxes, another penny on restaurants. And everybody goes, it's just a penny to build a park. Now, every penny counts. And
That's right.
and every penny in the restaurant business, if it's another penny, you're gonna round up. You can't round down. We're already getting hit with higher cost on food, this, that, and the other, and you want another penny. And it doesn't sound like much, but
you got to work together.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
gonna have to work together to pull
Oh,
us
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah, in this working in this, you got to work together. But he's pushing that deal today. That's on the agenda.
A penny for the parks.
Penny for the parks is what I'm calling it. That would have been a great slogan.
A
for
good
him to
slogan,
use.
yeah.
But it was just defeated in November. Why would you? And that was because it was a presidential election. There was too many people voting because too many people don't want to raise the taxes. So today, now that the mayor's race is out, there's only 2 alderman races there, and that bill's on the docket. So you'll have people show up in the alderman race, a few, and then you'll have basically the other precincts. They'll only be coming to vote on whether it's a penny or not. Most people will choose not to come. So what he did was he did a political manipulation by getting
Right.
it on the ballot to where he can pass, where it should pass, because the only people coming to vote are
These people.
is
That's
the
right.
people for that. So it's just not good. I don't like that kind of politics. And then in Pearl, they're voting today they have a ballot initiative also for liquor stores.
Correct.
That's right.
Yes. And they'll be voting. Is there one in Flowood?
No,
Just.
but I heard something this morning about one in Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. It's Brandon and Pearl. No, Brandon has liquor stores.
Do that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
know.
They do. Because one 042 Wine and
Wine and
Spirits is
spirits.
on,
That's
is on
right.
the air here. Yeah.
Okay.
So there was some other town. There was another town that was trying to do that too. But these are issues that you have to get out. You have to be involved. If you don't like what's going on, you got to get involved. And 80% of y'all will bitch, but you won't. 20% of them are going to go vote. And y'all got to get out and start voting and be a part of this process. And it means everything. I mean, you know,
This mega structure going in. The mayors have to work together on this.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about not just the Tri-County area,
Yes.
but you're talking about Central Mississippi.
Yes.
And you know, what you just said, he's right. It's
Yes.
not just going to be the mayor of Canton.
Right.
That's where it is. But you're going to have people from Flora, from Jackson, from
Right.
Ridgeland, from Madison, from
And-
Gluckstadt,
And
all
then,
working there.
And then you go Carthage and all of that. You
Yeah.
go out. Sand Hill,
Yazoo,
Pisgah,
Yazoo City.
Yazoo City. Because there's no jobs anywhere else up this way. You got to come see us.
You're not going to spend $10 billion and think that just one
Hey,
little bitty
Florida's,
municipality.
wait till Florida's going to
Florida,
hit hard on this. Yeah. They're
Florida.
only, what, 8 miles away from the site.
Yeah, think about it this way: West Jackson and North Jackson, 49, the roads to get in. This whole corridor is fixing to be. It's going to be
22,
wild.
they're going to make 22 a 4-lane. You watch.
Right? Yeah, you're going to have to. You know, and I would like them to make it a 4-lane on I-55 per side. They're a little late on that.
Yeah, and you know, last year the Central District Highway Commissioner said that he didn't have that in the plans anytime soon.
But it was originally in the plan when they built Nissan.
Yeah, but he, you know, the plan last year was just to widen the highway from Gluckstadt up to Gluckstadt,
Yes.
or up to Nissan Parkway, but not on into Canton.
And you know, the funny thing about it is where they're putting in the new Reunion Bridge.
Yeah.
Don't we need to make that, just go ahead and have the foresight to make it just a little bit wider there?
Well, and
For
from
the
what I understand,
two-lane
it,
bridge.
from what I understand, it is, but they can't put the entrance ramps and exit ramps on there until they get the new highway
That's
built.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying, I'm not talking about the ramps. I'm
You're
talking about
talking
if you
about
want to
whether-
widen the
yeah.
interstate.
Well, and it's
it
already,
isn't, I don't think it's wide enough.
if you look at the bridge at the Madison exit, it's wide enough to add another lane.
Okay. It looks a little thin
Well,
For-
we will find out.
for a $10 billion project.
Yeah.
That's going to have people going everywhere. And then you're going to have the service people to all those people. They're not thinking. And right now, all you got to do is pull over one car right there in Madison or Gluckstadt, and you back up traffic past Canton.
For 5 miles, 10 miles,
And
12 miles. Yeah.
You know, we need more lanes. It reminds me of when you used to get on South Jackson on I-55 coming into Jackson, coming in from Byram, and all of a sudden you were dead stop.
Yep.
Dead stop. Got to take a break. We'll be back right here. Chip Matthews Show, WYAB. Get out and vote. And if you get a chance, vote for Chip
Matthews.
Show, WYAB. Get out and vote. And if you get a chance, vote for Chip.
1039 WYAB.
Green's Tire and Auto on Ridgewood Road in Ridgeland can do it all. Is your check engine light on? Take it to Green's. Air not blowing cold anymore? Take it to Green's. Squeaky brakes, bald tires, misaligned front end? Take it to Green's. Green's Tire and Auto can do it all. Your car can operate just like new again when you take it to Green's. Green's Tire and Auto, Ridgewood Road in Ridgeland. Take it to Green's. 601-957-0201.
Here at Lakeland Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
CBS News Brief. Health officials in Gaza say at least 27 Palestinians were killed in a third day of violence as they made their way to a food distribution site, and those officials blame Israel. The BBC's Barbara Platt-Usher.
The UN's human rights chief called for a prompt and impartial investigation. He said deadly attacks on distraught civilians were unconscionable and would be a war crime.
Smoke from giant wildfires in Canada is still blowing into the U.S. Meteorologist Rob Marciano.
Air quality is really bad. We've got alerts up from International Falls back through Minneapolis and into parts of Wisconsin. These will probably stay through tomorrow.
An exit poll in South Korea shows Liberal candidate Lee Jae-myung has won a snap presidential election to replace Yoon Suk-yeol, removed from office after he declared a state of military rule. The BBC's Jean McKenzie.
This would be an absolute landslide victory for the candidate who campaigned on one very clear promise, that he would make sure martial law could never happen again.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Are you looking for a church family to connect with? One that will provide opportunities to grow in your spiritual life, as well as a chance to serve others? First Baptist Flora may be just the place for you. We're located at 102 Jackson Street in Flora. To worship with us in person, we have a traditional worship service that begins Sunday mornings at 8:30. Then our life groups meet at 9:45, and the Refuge Contemporary service begins at 11 a.m. We also have a midweek service every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. So come join us at First Baptist Flora, where we're making much of Jesus.
Efficient and trouble-free payroll processing is crucial to a business's success, and a lot of businesses are struggling with it. PeopleLease, a local payroll provider, not only offers top-of-the-line software, but also provides on-demand payroll support services. With PeopleLease, you're never on your own at every step of your payroll process. PeopleLease has the expertise in managing payroll challenges and will work hard to understand your business and employees. That's what makes PeopleLease the perfect choice for you and your business. Learn more online at peoplelease.com. If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back here on the program here on the Chip Matthews Super Show on the radio at WYAB. Fred Cerami and Tim had to leave to go actually get a cow off a ditch.
Literally.
Literally.
A picture of this cow in a ditch.
Cow in a ditch.
In a narrow ditch. This must be about 25, 24 inches wide. There was a cow in there, stuck in there.
I told him we can't get him out. He could be hamburger. Go ahead.
God bless him.
I mean, really, he'll get him out. He'll get him out.
Well, today's the day.
Today is it.
Today's what we're waiting for.
Yes.
There's excitement in this studio right now.
And let me also remind everybody, tomorrow, Bruce Bartley's famous Grip and Grin at Mama Hamels. I hope to go in there and just say, I won, y'all. I won this time. Thank y'all.
That's 11:30.
I get there about 11. But it started.
And then Rankin County, you got Saturday morning.
Prayer breakfast.
8 o'clock at
and Clay Edwards is the guest speaker.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that'd be fun.
He's so nervous. And last week he showed up 7 days early.
He's ready.
He's ready. He's ready.
God bless him. Okay,
oh,
great.
yes. Yeah. This station is just full of people that have done other things in life and came in here and just started telling the truth and telling people exactly what they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. I mean, in my campaign, when you bring up something to somebody, oh, I got a Yolanda Anderson calling me. Hey, I'm on the radio right now. I'll have to call you back.
Maybe they're throwing a question at you.
That's Henry.
It's Henry.
Henry Lewis. But it's election day, and none of my people realize I'm on the air. And my opponent's campaign manager goes, "What are you doing on the radio today?" Well, some people have a job.
This is a job.
This
You got to
is
work.
a job. Got to
Some people
work.
got to go to work.
You got to work every day if that's what you do. And like when I get elected, I will still do this program.
You'll squeeze it in.
And only Tuesday I do 9 o'clock, but the other days I'm 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Y'all please tune in every day. Hit the share button, like button. By the way, hello to Donna Yowell and Jimmy Rogers chiming in, and everybody else at work that's listening.
You'd move this. You'd move the station up there. You
Yeah,
can?
why not? Yeah, do my show from Canton.
Do your show from Canton?
Do it from my office.
Amen.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Big
That's right.
chair. How y'all doing? Yeah, nothing's going to change. I'll still be little old Chip Matthews from Canton. Only everybody will be on my butt trying to get me to get something done because I got to get it done. You got to get it done. And, you know, you got to call and say, for instance, I was talking about a street that got asphalt. They put in 2 inches of asphalt on the street and left a 5-inch ditch
Around the manhole.
around the manhole. Somebody had to go back and before that guy got paid, somebody had to go tell them that they did their job and it's done right. Who does that in that town? Because it happened on a bunch of streets. But you got to have somebody who checks up on things. You just don't sign off things. You just don't write checks. You just don't. I mean, everything has to be done. Jolynn says hello.
Good morning, Jolynn.
But you know, running a city is going to be, it's going to be fun. I'm going to like it.
Yeah, I know.
I like the action. You know, I love the action, but we got to get people there. We got to get results. Once again, I'm going to say right now, and I did it this morning, Canton is now hiring policemen.
They're hiring.
And if they're not hiring them, I will be hiring them or Tim will be hiring them because we
Tell them
got
why
to
they're
have
hiring policemen. Tell them
because
why.
we only got 9.
9
Nine
policemen.
patrolmen, 3 per shift.
3 per shift.
You
Something
know?
happens at one end of town, an accident.
Yeah.
3 cars go up there.
Well, it was the other
Okay.
night. Other night at Arby's, they took 3 of them to arrest one guy with a gun, and they took out the Arby's and they took out the first 2 or 3 rows inside the Love's truck stop, trying to corral this guy. Meanwhile, the rest of the whole town had nobody watching it, but that's because they were all there. I get in text from everybody.
Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Okay, but
So you got 3 officers on per shift.
3 officers per shift, and we need more. I mean, that's logical. We have more people than that working in City Hall that we don't need in City Hall. But it's like I was saying last night, you don't want to go in and wholesale fire everybody. I mean, that's the reality. But you've got to distribute the sources. The money's got to go where it's got to go. And the staff at City Hall will have to be lean if we don't have the money to put more officers, because we gotta make the city safe. It's got
That's
to
number
be
one.
safe. It's
Top
got
priority.
to quit flooding. And last night they said $23 million to fix the flooding problem, and they're going to go back to Washington and get another 153 million. And I'm like, come on, we've got 20 years of flood plans. Every year there's a new study, a new plan. You know, at some point we just need to realize you need to dig a ditch and a big hole that holds water
Can I run it to the
and
river?
just run it there. I mean, yeah, you can run it. It's all goes back to the Big Black. But the reality is you got to corral it and get it going in the right direction.
Water runs downhill.
Well, you say that because technically, as they built up Gluckstadt and Dinsmore and all that, that pushed water back into Canton. When they built Nissan, it pushed water back into
Really?
Canton. They said that it wasn't supposed to happen. But as I recall growing up, and even you, Fred, when you had the ceramics out at the reservoir,
right,
and you'd drive to Gluckstadt to go to the ABC warehouse, on both sides of the road, it was water.
Yep. On 51, sure
Yeah.
was.
And now it's businesses. So where does the water go? It goes back into the city. Bad planning. It's the reality. Yes, we will be doing the prayer, Jolynn, at the gazebo at noon. Prayer on the square. Come be a part of it at noon.
I think prayer in the square is a good thing for the city of
We
Canton.
can do it all
I
the time.
I do it every day, or at least every Friday. Or
Hey,
prayer on the square.
we're going to do that. And then I'm going to do like a gospel Sunday brunch out in the street
There you
every
go.
Sunday. Bring in a different church to bring their choir in, because we got some good choirs in Canton. And get them out there to sing. Maybe 2 or 3 sing every weekend.
Put some activity on the square.
Yeah, there's going to be activity. I'll make it
Make
jump.
it safe and put activity on the square.
Oh, yes.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yes.
I don't live in Canton. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have everybody coming to Canton. It'll be like Christmas and the flea market every day. I mean, weekends, we'll first fix the weekends and then we'll back it into the whole day. We'll do 1 a quarter. We'll fix 2 quarters. Then we'll fix 3 quarters. Then we'll go in and
Hear
start
that, people?
aiding it.
This is his vision working.
Well, it's the same way. Like, for instance, at the nightclub, when I needed to make more money, I spent more money on bands, spread them out, brought them in, didn't do all rock, did country, did the rap, did it all, because you can't take everybody's money at one time.
That's right.
I mean, if I tell you it's $20 cover to come see David Allan Coe, and then the next day it's $20 cover, and that's $60 in a week to go see Snoop Dogg, which is a good price to go see Snoop Dogg, David Allan Coe, and let's say Jason Isbell. But
You can't do it all in 1 week. You can't afford it.
you can't afford it. But you can spread it out and make it all happen and come up with different things. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to make everybody know that I'm going to get in the car and you're going to look at your woman and she's going to say, where are we eating? You're going to say, well, I'm headed to Canton because I got everything on the square.
On the
to eat.
square. We're headed to
Everything.
the square.
We can get
Wouldn't that
Italian,
be
we can
nice?
get pizza, we can get Chinese food, we can get walking tacos, we can get a hamburger,
Amen.
get a steak. That's the way it's got to be. And
Even
you'll-
if you start off with some food trucks up there
oh yeah,
on the square.
oh yeah,
Bring a little band in there.
yeah.
Quartet.
Yep. We got to take one more break and we'll be back to
We'll be
land the
back
plane
later.
right here.
Okay.
Fred Cerami, Chip Matthews, WYAB. We'll be back.
How we doing?
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show.
Chip Matthews here on the Chip Matthews Show, along with Fred Cerami.
Are you there?
What's your special this week?
Our special this week? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. It's,
See, that, you know,
it's what is it? Monday? What's today's day?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's election day.
Well, we'll have an election special tonight.
Okay, come on, Biden.
Okay,
I'll call you Biden again.
Biden. You don't call me Biden. No. We'll
But
probably
anyway.
do a pasta primavera or something on a Tuesday. Something.
When do you do
fresh
soft
stuff.
shell crab?
Once a month.
Once a month.
It's when the chef gets a good deal coming up from the Gulf Coast.
I got you there.
They come up with these fresh soft shell crabs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They
Good
take,
stuff.
they take the back off, the belly off. Excellent. Like a good sandwich too.
And
Soft
that's-
shell crab sandwich.
And that's Cerami's out on Lakeland Drive.
In Flowwood.
There you go, Flowwood. And then, of course, y'all come on out and see us at Acme Pizza. We won't be there tonight, but we'll be there tomorrow night. You're open tonight.
We are open tonight.
I'm not, so I may be at your place drinking Dom Perignon. You got Dom?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we will be.
I'm glad you're buying me a bottle.
Us a bottle.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
ain't had
It was a
alcohol
lot of
in a
fun.
year or two, and not by choice. Not that I didn't want it. I just been too busy working.
Good for you.
But
Yeah, that's great.
But that's that. So we're gonna get out tonight and enjoy the stuff. You get out and vote today. You have till 7 p.m. tonight to change everything in Jackson to pennies for the park in Ridgeland. You can get a liquor store in Pearl and
That's
somewhere
right.
else in Rankin County.
You get
And-
a, new-
and
get
all- and all
a
these-
new mayor up in Canton.
Go and get a new mayor in Canton, and regardless. Okay.
Regardless.
Okay, it'll be either Tim or myself, more than likely me. Because I'm on my
Let's
show,
get
I did a
excited.
survey.
Let's get excited.
I did a survey on this show, and it came out that I won.
There you go.
There you go.
I wonder why.
Well,
Uh-huh.
you know how it is. CNN gets away with it. I can get away with it with my own survey. But anyway, get out and vote. It means a lot. Too many people died for your right to vote, and it's so important. It's so important.
Well, I'm excited to see and grow with you up there in Canton. What you're going to do with the city and how it's going to evolve and come back to life again.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be exciting.
It's
So
gonna be
We need to follow Chip when he's mayor up there. Follow him every day. He'll be on the air every morning.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you what's going on. Coming live from Canton, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay, Chip
Hey,
Matthews Show.
And by the way, I guess Fred's gonna come in every Tuesday from now on.
I'll be coming 9:00 Tuesday.
There you go. Tuesday. Why don't you get up at 5 a.m. and come on in with me
Yeah,
at 6?
tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. So that's going to do it for us. We're going to get out. We're going to get out and vote. We're going to be working the polls today. If you in Canton, you can come by and get Fred's autograph somewhere. I think you're going to be at Canton Elementary.
That's what I'm
So then
looking
come by
forward
and
to.
get Fred's autograph.
Yep, come on up there.
I'll be out at Canton Fire Station. I'll be giving out autographs there. And of course, you go into the Bing and they give you a piece of paper and it has my name on it. You fill in the dot. and
Have you
say
seen
you're
the ballot?
voting.
Have you seen the ballots?
Yes. I
Are
already
you-
voted. See my sticker?
Are you the first name or second name on the ballot?
In most elections, I'm on the first spot, but sometimes I get on the second spot. That's what happened last time. We had 2 ballots. So, yeah, I'm the first spot on the ballot.
We're
It goes alphabetically.
Looking for a great election today.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Looking for a great day. And we'll be back to tell you more about it tomorrow morning. If I don't make it to work tomorrow, that's because I won and was really excited. Right now, I just think once they announce the total, I will go to sleep.
There you go.
I hadn't
And I
had
don't
sleep.
blame you one bit.
I hadn't
This
had
man's
sleep
been
in
up.
forever.
Can you imagine working late, 10:30, 11 o'clock every day, and then up at 4:30 next morning to the Chip Matthews Show at 6 o'clock every morning?
Right.
That's a challenge.
That's
God
fun.
bless you.
It's fun. It's entertaining. It's what I do. Okay, y'all. Go check on the people in Gladstone. It's their first election ever. Jace Powell is my buddy. He's running as for alderman at large, but you got to pick alderman there, and it'll be the first time they've ever elected anyone. So get out and do that. It's election day all over Mississippi in each city. Make a difference, make a change, get out and vote. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. I would hate to hear tonight, and more than likely we will, that 15% of the people voted in Canton. 11% of the people voted in Jackson.
11%.
I mean,
how horrible.
I mean, it could happen. Yeah, I mean, I say it'll be around 20% in Jackson. About 24,000 people voting. I say it's going to be about 15%.
50%.
15%.
Which might bring you close to 1,000 people.
No, it'd be less, a little bit less. I believe it's going to be about 900 people vote. Canton.
Okay, we want that vote. We want that majority, everybody.
Okay, that's going to do it for me. He's Fred Cerami. I'm Chip Matthews. Andrew Gasser is next right here on WYAB. See y'all around. Go vote.